Our first decider, as far as I can remember, yeah. I think we had like a 3-1, 3-0. And now we're gonna have our first 3-2 here, whichever way this swings. In the top left, we got Spiral, the German Orc. And in the top right, it's the Ukrainian Night Elf, Foggy.
So what do you think? Are we going to see Blade or Far from Spiral?
I really don't know, actually. Honestly, don't know. I feel like it comes down to how much he knows about Foggy, right?
Yeah.
And like, you can try and like play the style that you think suits best to counter the one of the opponent. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Blade maybe. I don't know.
The thing that Foggy does that a lot of high-level players do is they are predictable, but what they do is they believe the best and strongest strategy against the race they're playing against, and they just try and perfect it to do everything absolutely perfectly. So we do see a Blade coming out from Spiral, and as expected from Foggy, we do see the keep.
And no barracks. He's opening with a Voodoo Lounge, so looking to try and grab some items, go around the map, maybe collect some collect some more items, maybe like in the center at 12 o'clock. There's that thing you can do.
I do see someone saying AP push from Foggy. I've seen Foggy do AP push. Usually when you do an AP push with, or when I've seen Foggy do AP pushes, it's actually more of a distraction, like power push at tier 2. It's not meant to end the game. The idea is just trying to delay the orc as much as possible. So you'll do like an AP push while you're getting your expansion up at the same time, or you'll get your expansion up and you'll build your AP like in the corner there, or sometimes if this is already crep, you can build it. There's like a little hiding spot back there that you can build it, or if this is already crep, you can build an AP back there. So there's kind of 3 little secret spots that you can build that AP in to try and get some kind of advantage at tier 2. And if the push goes well, sometimes you can just end the game off of push, but usually it's not to end the game, it's just to put some damage, slow down the orc, and ensure that your expansion gets up on time.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Forgetting tomes is okay, but you don't want to leave Gloves of Haste behind.
Oh no, you got it, okay.
And Huntress Soul actually on the way by Foggy, by the way. In his main base, with like a sick wall off.
Yeah.
If he TPs and he's trapped in, it's over. He would have to uproot the main tree.
No, Foggy does this all the time. He actually treants to get his way out. So he blocks his base intentionally like this, so there's no way in, and then he uses the treants to eat his way out.
Very good.
And we already see this wisp down here. That wisp is used to build a tree right there. The question is, when does he build it? Oh, and he's also sending a wisp right here. I love this. There's basically, when you're in this spawn, there's 2 spots that you can build a tree, which is where he just started building it, which is there, or you can build it right there. There's not really anywhere else that you can build it and still be safe. So we do see him opting for that Merc Camp spot, and it does start going up right at tier 1, and we see the Hunter's production is starting as the Hunter's Hull finish.
Yeah, they're playing Ring Around the Rosie right now. Going left and right with one another.
Yeah, and this is actually good for Foggy. Foggy wants to... the thing that you're afraid of as a player is a high-level Blade. If you're just running around kind of not doing anything, Foggy's like, all right, my tree's getting up. I know where your Blade is. I'm okay with this. It's like you're not running around creeping the items. As a Night Elf player, what you're afraid of is this Blade running, creeping this Ogre, and then creeping this Ogre back here, and then the Blade showing up at your base with 2 circlets, a clause of +6, a greater invul potion, and whatever, and a gloves of haste. And you're like, what the hell? The game is only 5 minutes, and you have a full inventory of ridiculous items. How is this fair? So the fact that this Blade is just kind of running, chasing the KOTG, I think it's good for.
He's gonna try to block it. Foggy seeing this, gonna turn on the right side. And now tier 2 is reached for Spiral, so he's gonna start a Shadow Hunter. Already has the War Mill.
War Mill coming out. Do you think we're gonna see Headhunters coming out?
A player's forces are
I don't know.
Or
like,
is that War Mill gonna be?
It's kind of weird, like.
Or Kodo? Yeah.
Every time I see War Mill, I'm like, I don't know what to think. You know, like I feel like Headhunters wouldn't be too great here necessarily. Like, what is he gonna do? A tower push with demolishers? Like we never see that.
That might be. You know, one thing that I think is strong and underutilized by orcs is like a fortified tower push. Now, it's still going to be hard, especially against an massing tier 1.
A player's forces are
But
under attack.
fortified towers at tier 2 are really strong against stealth. So maybe we will see that. I don't know.
I guess he can get a Kodo pretty much immediately if he wants to. But then again, it's not orc versus human. I don't know what a Kodo gets you here, really. Look at his creeping. This is so abusive.
I love that.
And Sparrow's running there almost as if he knows. But now he's gonna get jebaited by the keeper.
Oh, I think the AOW actually took the last hit. He was focused on his hero.
I can't blame him.
Oh, and he
Not
needs
got to
to...
TP.
Is he gonna TP or die? Oh, he's gonna TP. And Foggy needs to kill that item. No, he's gonna let him get the sentry ward. Well, he was afraid of the hex. Foggy's still pumping out these hunts. Foggy just started his tech way, and while his huntresses are fighting the army, he's creeping the expand with a keeper and 2 treants. So he actually used that TP to TP to his expand to make sure the expand gets up. And that Shadow Hunter is now out of but those hexes did what they were supposed to do. He forced the TP, he got an archer kill, and he got a hunt. And he got a hunter's kill.
Yeah, we now got the first shaman about to come out, and he did go for a Kodo very quickly, by the way. That's crazy.
And we see
fastest
Spiral's...
Kodo of all time.
Are under attack.
Yeah, that's very, very quick. And Spiral is creeping out his expansion. So the real question is, are we going to a counter expand or a push on Foggy's expand?
I think the Ancient of War took more than one last hit. Oh my god. The owl actually detected the sentry ward here, so he killed it.
That was kind of lucky.
Yeah.
You know what would be interesting? I wonder if so you can place the sentry ward doesn't a hitbox, right? It's like so you can place a building on top of the sentry ward.
Yeah.
I wonder if the AOW was placed directly on top of the sentry ward, if it could still hit it, or if like if the hitbox of the AOW is only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My guess is it would still hit it, but I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to try out.
He's going for the item at the top 9.
And he's hoping for either greater greater invul, greater mana, greater healing.
I think he bought an item, but right? I don't think he had all those 3 earlier.
So he gets the greater mana. That greater mana is to the level 3 Shadow Hunter. And that level 3 Shadow Hunter is going to have access to the level 2 Serpent Wards very, very quickly.
Oh, and he gets Penance of Energy. Oh my god. That's really sick. Because you can drop that, use the mana potion, and get a massive amount of mana back here mid-fight.
Forces are under attack.
Are you still there, Lado?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I was talking to my wife.
Yeah, you see? He got Penance of Energy.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pendant of Energy plus Greater Mana Potion, that is basically unlimited spells. Something you'll look to see in the fight is him dropping that pendant, using the Greater Mana Potion, picking the pendant back up, and being right back up to that 450 life, or 450 mana.
Gets another clause for the blade.
Oh my gosh. Those heroes are starting to look very scary for Spiral. All the while, Spiral is throwing up a tower down his expand, so it looks like he's going to go for the expand route.
I mean, to be honest, when you go for this combo here of Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, the only bad items you could get is like strength items. But any intelligence and agility you're happy with.
Yeah, that's very true. And honestly, even strength isn't that bad. Putting strength on your Blade Master just to make him... It's not what you're hoping for, but it's not terrible.
Ah, come on, man. We're elitists. We only want claws and tons of damage.
Yeah, it's true. And we see a second tower going up. Those fortified towers are really hard to break. And Foggy is camping at this 50 food. Foggy doesn't really feel rushed to take those towers.
Yeah, the Shamans are still clumped up. They're all out of mana now.
Yeah, and the whole point of this fight for Spiral isn't to make sure the hits.
Kodo's having such a hard time reaching the backline to try and hit anything. Blade's actually forced to use the invuln.
We see entangles coming off on the Kodo, and that's going to stay actually because the Shaman doesn't have any mana to dispel it.
Feels like Sparrow's kind of crushing.
Spyro is crushing.
He hasn't even eaten anything with the Kodos yet.
And
Imagine.
he could actually end the game right now. If you get enough of these Serpent Wards set up, the Night Elf is just unable to engage. So watch him drop the mana pendant, pop the potion of mana, and continue to drop these Serpent Wards.
Yeah, he's got Hex, but went Serpent Wards level 2.
Yeah.
And he's just run out of mana. Yeah, he can do the drop pendant thing now. I mean, that means that he can't heal his Blendmaster either, so he needs to be careful, because there's no more invuln on that one.
He also could just back up to the shop. We might see him back up to the shop here.
Ooh, the blade.
Oh, if blade goes down here. Oh, one hit.
He's still got acid bomb on it.
It's not going to be enough though. That's only level 1 acid bomb.
Kodo taking a ton of damage. There's no purge.
And Spyro is taking heavy losses.
How is Foggy like crushing this?
The archers are doing a lot of damage. So in this matchup, when you're
oh my god, the Shadowhunter?
If the Shadowhunter just died with full mana.
Not having heal here is like, oh my, is this wins the game?
Oh my god, Spyro.